Afternoon all, Andy Henderson, Sherpa Guide. This is Sherpa Guide, it's episode 78, and I'm going to share it with the forward thinkers. Thank you. As you know, I go live every Monday, and today's live is all about problems. No such thing as problems, guys. No such thing. What am I on about? We all have problems, don't we? We all have problems. How can Andy say there's no such thing as problems? Well, I'm going to tell you shortly. I'm going to tell you all about problems today. I'm going to tell you all about problems on Wednesday. I'm going to tell you all about problems on Friday as well. Or not necessarily problems, maybe just a different way to view those problems. Anyway, before we get on to that, I'm Andy Henderson, your Sherpa Guide, and I'm on a mission, as you all know, to impact the lives of 1 million people over the next 10 years with the community that I'm building and the people within that community, the forward thinkers and the forward thinkers movement. So today is all about problems and how we look at problems, because I believe we don't have problems. No one has problems. In fact, we do. The only problem we actually have as human beings is that we believe we shouldn't have any problems. But I'm going to tell you now, we don't have problems. When you suffer from a problem, I mean, what is a problem? It's a situation that needs dealing with, a situation, a task that's gone wrong, a person that's behaving badly or whatever it is. It's a problem person, a problem experience, a problem right now, and we're right in the mire of this problem. Well, is it a problem? Is it really a problem? Problem's just a name for something that's uncomfortable, right? So in this uncomfortable, problematic place, it feels bad sometimes. I mean, if you remember, think about the problems that you've got now. If you've got some problems, think about the problems that you've had, and put yourself in that space, because they didn't feel good, did they? They didn't feel good. But actually, you know, those problems in the past, just think about them for a minute. Big problems. I've had some big problems. Big problems at work, big problems with family, big problems, you know, with my parents, my brother, you know, the business that I was destined to buy and that I never got a chance to buy it and own it. Big problems. But do you know what? You get through those problems, don't you? Yeah, you can look back at those problems and you think, well, was it really a problem? Was it just an uncomfortable feeling? That actually, once the problem is over, once the uncomfortable feeling's over, actually we look back on that and we think, oh my God, I learned so much from that. And that's just the key, right? In problems, you know, the fact that as humans we believe we shouldn't have problems, we're always going to have problems, but it's the way you look at those problems. It's about our mindset, and I bloody hate that word mindset. What is that word mindset all about? You know, all the coaches, they all speak about mindset. And mindset does dictate to a certain degree what problems, these problems feel like, how bad they feel and how easy they are to overcome or not. But I hate the word mindset. It feels like it's just been put in a box over there, and it's a new glitzy, glamorous saying that people use just to describe the way we think. You know, it's just to describe the way we think. Our attitude to problems. I've got an awesome attitude to problems. This person over here has got a shit attitude to problems. Who do you think gets over those problems the best? Me, with an awesome attitude towards problems, or someone else who has a shitty attitude towards problems? And if you're a coach or a consultant, you might call this growth mindset and fixed mindset over here. You know, like this growth mindset stuff. It's just having an awesome attitude to things that are going on. You know, growth mindset, I've got it written down here. I mean, it's all there. You know, growth mindset, it's all about, you know, when you confront challenges, they're going to help you grow, and that's the essence of problems. You know, if you've got a problem, the problem in front of you, it's not a problem, it's an opportunity. You know, if I've got a problem, I haven't got enough time. Well, there's an opportunity there to create more time and to prioritise. If I've got a problem that I get too distracted by everything, there's an opportunity there to get laser guided and focused on the main thing, because after all, you know it. The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. Get that laser guided focus on building your business, building your career, building your life. Don't get distracted by Facebook and social media like you are now. You know, get focused. You know, I might have a problem with, I might not have any sales leads, but there's an opportunity because you've got spare resource in your business to fill up with new sales leads. So there's an opportunity to create a marketing plan, a marketing strategy that's going to work and that's going to drive inbound sales into you. See, there's no such thing as problems. You know, I had a problem once, you know, an uncomfortable time, you know, when my parents split up, or when I fell out with my brother, or when I didn't buy that business that I was always destined to buy. I always felt like I was going to buy. Really terrible, emotionally challenging times, but we always get through them. Sometimes it takes us a long time. Some people never get over stuff. They never get over. They're always reliving that problem. That's because they've got a shit attitude to problems. You need an awesome attitude to problems, because in every problem there's a gift. And you know this. Look back at all the problems you've experienced before in your life. Every single one of them. You've overcome them, right? Yeah. And would you agree with me there was a gift in there? I mean, okay, you might not get it straight away, but just think about that problem. Think about what you learnt as a result of that problem occurring. And there's a gift in there. Now, if you confront every single problem or obstacle that arrives in your life, whether it arrives today or tomorrow or next week, and however big or small it is, if you confront each of these problems thinking, hang on a sec, yeah, it feels uncomfortable, does this? Hiya, Tony. Problems aren't stop signs. They're a guideline. They are. It's too true. Absolutely phenomenal, that, Tony. I like it. Problems aren't stop signs. They're a guideline, and they are. Because, problems are gifts. We can look back and look at those lessons, and we can apply those lessons that we learn, and we can create a better, more meaningful life as a result of it. The problem of my mum and dad splitting up when I was 13 or 14 years old. They're happier than they've ever been. I've got a better relationship with my mum and dad now than I've ever had in my life. They've both been married again, and they've both got their separate partners. But the partners, they're together, they're best mates, all four of them. It's brilliant. I mean, what a learning and growing experience that is. Mum and dad split up, get new partners, become mates, best of mates, all of them. Amazing. I had a problem where I worked so hard to build an IT business when I was MD of that business, and I started when I left school and I became MD. I grew that business from £1 million to 25 million. In the last 3 years, 12 to 25. It was phenomenal. I always thought I'd buy that business. It got pulled from under me. It was a problem at the time, but I look back and think, no, it was a gift. Because if I'd have bought that business and I'd have carried on with it, it wouldn't have given me the life I've got now. Yes, I would have had money, but I wouldn't have been rich inside in terms of, enjoying it and being passionate about helping others. I would have just been focused on making money and extending my ego and getting a faster car and a bigger mansion at the end of each year. That's no good. So I've got to say this. We're going to dig into this in a bit more detail on the Wednesday Live, because I'm a firm believer that, a great mentor of mine, Tony Robbins, I've been to a couple of his events now and I listen to his stuff. And he says that life is not done for us. Life is not done for you. It's done... Got it wrong way around. Life is not done to you. It's done for you. Life is not done to me. So nothing's trying to attack me. It's done for me. It's showing me the way. Back to Tony. It's giving me a guide. Everything that you experience is a guide for life, for building a life by design. It's nudging you, keeping you on the right track. You might not feel it at sometimes because it hurts and it's painful. But actually you get through those obstacles in business. You get through them, you get to the other side, and it might have been torturous, it might have been painful because you've got a closed mindset, or you look at problems in a shitty way, basically. And you get through it eventually. Most people do. But if you can approach those problems as if there's a gift inside, they're not problems anymore. They're not problems at all. They might be uncomfortable for a little bit, but all the time, yeah, it's uncomfortable. The feeling's temporary of being uncomfortable and being in a bit of pain. It's going to end. And whilst I'm going through that, I'm going to look at this problem and look at all the ways I can look to learn and grow as a person whilst I'm experiencing this problem. And that's really, really key. It's the true place where we grow and learn the most is when we're confronted by a problem. But if we can look at that problem and think it's not a problem, it's a gift. Like the wolf dressed in sheep's clothing, or the sheep dressed in wolf's clothing. No, it's wolf dressed in sheep's clothing. Problems are actually gifts dressed up in the clothing of problems. There's a gift in there, just a bit spiky and a bit prickly. So next time you have a problem, don't immediately go, oh my God, it's a problem, it's going to hurt me, it's going to kill me. No, it's not. Just take a step back from it and look at it and go, hang on a sec, this is the problem here. It's a problem, but inside this problem, there's a gift inside it, in here somewhere. Right there's a gift. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang on to it. I'm going to look at it from each of these angles. I'm going to wait for that gift to present itself. In fact, I might just knock it open on my knee and open that gift up so I can learn quickly and move on. Don't dwell on the problems, because problems are just opportunities to learn and grow. And on Wednesday, we're going to dig into this. We're going to dig into it and we're going to explain exactly what you can do to develop an awesome attitude to problems, or a growth mindset, as some of the people might say out there, and move away from this fixed mindset or this shitty attitude to problems. So that's Wednesday. We're going to do that Wednesday afternoon. On Friday, I'm going to help you understand how I apply some of these techniques, and it's not complicated, just to make my life more enjoyable, just to, treat a problem as a gift and treat it as a challenge, an enjoyable challenge to overcome and learn. And hopefully you might find that interesting. So if you do, you can hit me up, comment, like it, whatever. And that's all from me today. So that was all about problems. Sherpa Guidance episode 78. About problems actually not existing. They're all opportunities at a very basic level, at the very minimal level, to learn and grow. Okay, guys? So I'm Andy Henderson, your Sherpa Guide, coming to you from Forward Thinking HQ. And the only thing you've got to remember, from my perspective, is that you're only ever one step away.